Alrighty, and now for our first showcase, the Resistance Talisman. So what the Resistance Talisman does is it keeps you from being poisoned or paralyzed. So if I go in here, I've been poisoned. Now, using this talisman does not get rid of the poison, so I actually have to use an antidote. But now I can safely go in this puddle, and as long as this buff is active, I can no longer be poisoned or paralyzed. So, alright. Now notice I can't use the the thing to be paralyzed, but now I can no longer be paralyzed. The only way to be unparalyzed, I'll show you again, is there's actually a ninjutsu pill, or you get these free little needles. So what these needles do is when you are paralyzed, like whoops, this is Dream of the Samurai, just to show you. You can actually use these little needles that you just saw that go down to remove your paralyzed effect. It does not give you any resistance, where the resistance talisman will give you complete immunity to it, but it will remove your paralyzed effect. So, all right, now on to the fire talisman. So, the fire talisman gives you resistance to burn. When you're on fire, you take damage over time, and against enemies, it will generally reduce their ki. I'm now taking less damage over time, and I actually cannot be burned. I'm on fire when I'm standing in it, but I am not. I don't have the burn effect. There is also another way you can get rid of this effect, and that is simply go ahead and stealth so I don't have to fight the human. By using this thing, it's called Daion-Jin's sake. So if you use this, it gives you elemental resistance. Now it does do higher damage because you're not getting the 40% resistance to the element. There is only a couple of bosses that actually use the lightning element, and we're gonna go up against one. So lightning slows you down, and let me show you how that works. If he applies it. There I go. See how I'm super slow? Now I just have to yep, and I am immune to it because I have the lightning stop talisman activated. Same thing does apply with Daion-Jin's sake. Using it will also give you immunity to the lightning element. Alrighty. Lastly, we have the water stop talisman. I couldn't think of any bosses or yokai that really use a ton of water damage, except uh, the ones I find in this mission. So, saturate. Well, I guess there's Megara, the Shifling. Saturate makes you do 20%, or makes you take 20% uh, more damage. And this just gives you resistance to the element. So you can't be saturated. Bakugani has a lot of application rate. And that's it. You same thing always applies with fire, lightning, and water. Daion-Jin Sake will always give you the inability to be status affected with that status. No resistance though, but very handy early on if you opt out